so vain. It's Tom Sawyer, Tom Sawyer playing on the radio, 8:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jacksonville, Florida, W 96.9 FM, The Eagle. Broadcasting live in my parlor, sweating palms. Anyway, the price for entertainment these days is very cheap indeed. Indeed. All right, anyway. Good morning, having coffee, going to not be constipated, gonna have my morning fiber. If I can get to the toilet fast enough, I will promise I won't leave a slug trail. It'll all be in my bathrobe, waiting politely. Okay, I'm waiting politely. It's 8:20. I don't expect anybody to show up. I got all day. You had all night. You told me what you wanted. You didn't want me. I woke up. I checked. Nobody was here. I found out. Anyway, let me tell you, one day, listen, I'm just gonna wake up more and more sweating. All right, so anyways, it's 8:21, and I don't know why, but I showed up again to say good morning. I'm not really that negative, but I'm having a hard, knotted up, sweaty old time of it sitting here by myself. I sit for myself, by myself, of myself, with myself, for myself, because of myself, and you, I was here. You know what I mean? It never ends. It doesn't end. It just shows up. It shows up. Okay. I don't need no stinking drums. I don't need no stinking brush. I don't need no stinking friends. I don't need nobody. I'm just a conglomerate effort off of localities that don't care. Listen, I do feel somebody's gonna love me eventually, besides me, myself, and I dare say matey. I watched a lot of Twilight Zone last night. I watched the end of The Obsolete Man at least 2-3 times this last 2-3 days. Or just married it. Oh, but if we only knew the state. Anyway, I need food, but I don't need it that bad right now. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta smoke pot. I gotta drink coffee. I taste pretty good, even though my teeth are yellow right now. Okay, look at that some bitch. That's a some bitch. Now you're messing with some bitch. And in order to prove it, I'll do it like that. Now you're messing with a some bitch. I got nuts to do. I got nuts to do. Nothing but nuts to do. Isn't that awesome? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde testicles on both occasions. You aren't supposed to be sitting on them all the time, either Jekyll or Hyde. The left or the right? Which way do you lean, mister? It's Sunday. I lean with the left or the right of the Jekyll or the Hyde. I sit on them. Oh. Alright, let me stop smoking pot to myself and smoke it with you. I haven't got any but love in my heart. The only thing I do, I'm honestly like gestolating or something as a grown man. I never been 53 years old having hot flashes. But I got hot flashes. I freaking have a heart attack. I seize up. I'm flashing. Blurry. Is that my blow up doll? I look at myself on the cell phone. It's like, wow. I'm like a porno to myself. I'm so obscene. Okay, listen, I gotta get off this damn thing. I'm trying to really listen. I'm silent as a mouse right now. I'm listening to everybody go in and out of their apartment doors in the hallway, banging their doors. This is all night they do it. They go in and out. I'm drinking. I can laugh in the hallway. And I have no problem with that. As long as you realize that I can hear them in my bed or wherever I am. I hear them right through my door. Like they're in my apartment. You can hear them, like the walls and the floor vibrates, echoing. Very intimately, you hear the detail of what's going on around you all the time in this apartment. And they seem to want to stop me from making any disturbances and fighting with this anybody here, because they're fighting with me at my door or pounding on my walls, right? So I'm not going to be worse than that. I got to go to the bathroom a lot more. I'm a little wound up. I'm smoking a little more pot because I'm up doing it now. I'm going to be cool with some coffee, but that's not exactly a diet. You know, it makes you feel like you're running a rat race over here. And truth is I don't feel great going in and out of my door, bouncing into these people, because they really have an aggressive quality to them, and they're really capable of flipping on me and having a bad time with me no matter what I do. So I'm stuck in the, I would like to be barbecuing right now. If I was in my car, I'd be normal. I tell myself all the time, how to live. I'm still trying, really to wipe my ass and not eat the toilet paper after I'm done, and know better, keep my hands clean, know how to report for legal matters and things. But I'm negative in the sense that I can't keep up with my own stress because I got a heart attack or a heart on, and it's a death sentence to be stoned and alone. To be stoned and alone is a bad idea. And to wrap yourself up in it and have problems in it, there's nobody to dialogue. All you do is flame on and die in burning pit of hell that you can't eat, shit, or sleep the right way because you're so upset as a man. I don't want to get that far out, but the truth is it does upset me to the point where I disrupt my patterns to not move well. And then they put this shit on my door and tell me I can't move around in my apartment and just do rudimentary, functional capacity lifestyle, moving around my property without a threat against me too, which is hard to deal with. That's mental, because they can hear everything you do through the door and through the walls anyway. It's just they're letting me get away with it because they all have to do it themselves with the empty, with the hallway and the way the apartment doors are set up. They're not even see. It's crazy. It's just a wild shooting match. So last night I had some beautiful attempt to try to cope with my realization. I'm waiting for a grocery store card to come in the mail to have groceries, but it doesn't save me from not being able to cook here with my utilities and my appliances not being exactly safe to use. I can prove it. They're rusty and bug ridden in quality that they shouldn't have sent in my apartment. I could argue that they're not HUD qualified to be here. My appliances are not safe to use, and I don't want to have a big stockpile of food. I got to move out of here anytime. So I'm living with a modified diet that I'm living like a bunker out of grocery garbage bags, packed ready to pack the rest of my stuff up at any time in boxes and get out of here with short notice, 30 days, hopefully, at least 2 weeks. And that's the legal, I got to do by the law, not by what they tell me I got to do, which hasn't been by the law with me. They're telling me a lot of harassment and throwing me around because they don't want to service a disabled guy. That's all it is. They don't want to manage the property under the spirit of the law, which is HUD Section 8, Federal Housing Services. You see, if I bought a video game and I paid for it and I bought my TV and I had paid my rent and I'm on Section 8 housing, I'm allowed to play the video game on my television in my apartment. I'm not supposed to have people pounding on my walls telling me I was not allowed to use the property. Now, the situation is that they're telling me I'm a noise nuisance. It's not true. The police were here and told me I had every right to use my equipment. It's same until they have a police report. Until they had a police report to tell me I was a problem. There's a violation. I called the police on fighting tenants with me. They fought with me, and I wanted them to stop fighting me. And before somebody got upset and got hurt, so I called the police, and instead they wrote me up as a noise disturbance, yelling at the tenants, without giving me any consideration to the nature of the call, which is there's a lot of people doing a lot of shit, and I'm the one who made the call, and they're not protecting me at all. Alright, so I got a lot of pot. I guess the more I talk, I guess this is like just, I want to prove like to myself, to my son Tyler, to my girlfriend who I don't know. I don't have a girlfriend. I would like to have a girlfriend. I want my wife back. I want my to go home. I'm going to have no teeth in about 10 years, everybody. I'll be old. And, yeah, I'm planning for it. I want to stockpile some toilet paper and Nido for the next 10 years, and I don't want to talk to people while I'm doing it because I'm afraid you're going to want to steal it from me while I'm trying to have a wife and family for the next 10, 20 years before I die. See, I'm at the end of my life, and I don't have time to wait for the pirate ship to catch up with me and let me know if I was confirmed Catholic or somebody told me I can go home and meet you. How about this? Oh, he did that. Yeah, think of me as Mickey Mouse rejuvenated for the 2023 decade, and you're going to fucking have to listen to me. Just think of it that way. Austin's the dad of the fucking the millennium and wants to take a shit, and he has to drink some coffee, and he's gonna smoke some pot legally, and you're gonna take it because nobody ever had a fucking right to do it. Now I'm gonna goddamn do it. For fuck's sake, I'm gonna do it. 8:31. It's Justin Duran's Google featured photo of a nice timely scene. 8:31. Antarakish, I said this guy. Antarakish Bahali, Google featured photos. He's got a nice cliffside scenery. If I can capture that, I will. There he is. Good morning, Mr. Antarakish Bahali. Google featured photos, 8:32. There's my drums. You're on Austin Street. Coffee's served. We have nice Cremora in the coffee. The coffee, I want you guys to know, is a very cheap coffee. I'm afraid to advertise it because Walmart seems to roll up their prices when I advertise my favorite product I buy off their shelf. I advertise it, and they add money to they want you to pay more all of a sudden. They didn't roll down, they rolled up for 2023. Walmart. I'm scared of the takeover. Now that was medical marijuana ashes on my fingertips, so help me. It's in my pipe tip that I put my finger. Alright, now here where I'm gonna go is the last manic thing I do is light this bowl with sweaty palms and my hot flashes. Looking for someone, I guess I'm doing that. Trying to find a needle in the haystack. I wanna drink. Remember? Stagnation Nation. It's a frustration in Stagnation Nation to walk in perdition systems. Raining, draining, screaming, crying. It's history. It's his mind. It's yours too, if you want to legalize it. In time before the holidays. Who's the reason for the season? Sneezing. The fungus is the rungus among us under the ruggus. And that is the spear of St. Longinus. See, we're on our heads upside down coming in through the ceiling. Being handled up by our ankles by the Mother of God if she can help. Don't let her let you go. Upside down, big man. Remember where you come from, where you're going to be going back to, and who your mama is, and who your baby daddy could be. Remember that. Austin knows. It's in his mind. I'm having a good time. I remember. You got to remember what I'm looking at. I'm not going to stop doing what I do. I can't do that. That can't stop. Tyler, Austin, your father can't stop. That's what I do. See, now it doesn't matter where I go. What matters is, literally what I'm doing is who I'm doing myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own shit here. I'm disabled. You might as well look at my exoskeleton as a face system that I'm not gonna lose it. I have a certain quality to my shell, and there's nothing that can come down from it because it's who I. It's the fiber of my basic functional capacity as a spirit. My name's Austin Santalella. I kind of joke about being Casper the Friendly Ghost since I felt that way, and that was years ago, and I'm gotten older. Every week is a different challenge to be here. It seems to be another gameplay that I can't have any safety in my law status, which is not safe for me to be in a community standard that's not practicing a safe law practice for me to be here under disabled life. I refuse to be abused, and I'm being threatened all the time now, and it's scary to be put off and put down and told nobody's here. That's against the law to do to me. Under my disability rating too, with brain injury, that's pretty cruel. It's cruel shit to not have anybody to reach out to socially. One day I'll be okay with the whole story. I'm alright with it today. I'm gonna get stoned worse than I should be, but it's harmless to me because all I do is choke it off and go back to bed. And the fact is the truth is I got better things to think about. I'm always better off than I complain. I'm not really trying to upset myself trying to be here anymore for any reason and waste people, their energy and their time on me. I'm a good drummer right now. It always happens that I show off, I get my balls clipped, and it shows that I'm at the good spot that I should be at. It takes a long time to get there. A lot of suffering in my thumb joints from the inflamed, the overuse is coming back. So the swelling's going down. I could play guitar. I got to move out of here and think about better times. I'm going to try to be better off than I've understood. Wasting my buzz being upset with these people. That's all it is. It's just get my security deposit back and fight for what little bit I got to fight with the veterans and make sure I don't get screwed around. And to be honest with you, I honestly think I owe it to myself to go get my money that I believe I got shorted in one. Security deposits didn't get paid to me and things, and they made me homeless. And there's a lot of charges that I didn't have to pay, but I ended up paying because they didn't want to work with me. I don't think any of it was fair practice. I think it was all done out of court and veteran corporate affairs, where they won't let me have an oversight appeal and communicate just like a regular conversation with anybody about anything. That's why I get so nuts. They've stopped me from having the appeal process, and they refuse me to have access as disabled. And they can't compute with what they're doing to me because they keep throwing me around in more bullshit than I need to be involved with, and it's not doing anything but taking money from me in time. And they're charging me for it, and it's hard to deal with shit like that when it comes to the VA pretending they're working. And I got nothing left to say. I mean, I'm an old guy. I don't have to do nothing but go to the Badger meet and complain in a political forum. To be totally honest with you, I haven't got better things to do anymore other than to be rational about an irrational environment, which is my age group. I could be a community organizer in my property for disabled people over 50 who like to play music and fuck, especially heterosexuals. Oh my God. God forbid you get involved with me. I might make powdered milk with you and smoke pot and drum in the community room and ask you to be sexy. And I want to butter your toast and put jelly on the women's toast at the community room. Over 50 disabled. Is this still on? Of course it is. I know it's on.